Read it for me! Morticians of Reddit. What's the strangest or craziest thing you've seen on the job? I wasn't an embalmer, but I worked at a funeral home as a staff associate. I was in the prep room during embalming where the woman had breast implants. The volume of embalming fluid must have been too much because one of her implants burst. The embalmer ended up stuffing cotton balls in the breast to fill it back up. Obviously, she'd set up a booby trap for you guys. My friend's dad ran the funeral home in our small town. There was a guy in town who was always trying to break in to have sex with the corpses. My friend's dad said the guy was trying to earn his blue wings. This guy was eventually arrested and sent to the funny farm for trying to dig up a recently buried corpse, too. Dude was not well. He was just cracking a cold one. Funeral apprentice. One of my favorite removals was the one where we all nearly got fleas pulling a guy out of a hoarder house. My guy was dead on top of a full bag of eaten of McDonald's. Second place goes to the woman we affectionately referred to as the maggot lady because she died in an apartment with no AC and wasn't found for nearly 3 weeks, so she was basically soup and bones in a body bag. We double bagged her and still got maggots on the floor. Ugh. Not a funeral director, but grew up living on top of a funeral home, and out of my mother, dad, brother, sister, uncle, and nephew, I'm the only one who is a not licensed director or working in the family business. However, I spent most of my 26 years of life working there, from body removals, makeup, working funerals, washing cars, paperwork, and pretty much everything except embalming. I worked on most funerals, including funeral masses. Young guy dies of leukemia, early 20s. He's well known and loved in the community. Prior day's visitation, afternoon, and evening was packed. Morning of the funeral, family and friends are at the funeral home. Most people have gone directly to the church, waiting for the funeral mass. Before the dude's thing in life was collecting up wind-up toys. Before the casket was closed, note this was a beautiful blue sky metal casket. Family and friends line up to say goodbye and place a wind-up toy in the casket. We close the casket, put it on the biter, roll it out the doors, where the hearse is waiting. Family is getting cars in line for the procession. Pallbearers load the casket into the hearse, and we go off to the church. My dad is leading the funeral. My uncle is on the front of the casket, and I'm at the back. Pallbearers on the sides, carrying the casket up the church steps. We place the bier and put the funeral pall over the casket, kind of like a drapey cover with a cross used in Catholic funeral masses. The pallbearers step away to take their seats. We are at the back of the church, and my uncle is on the front. I'm on the back, and we start pushing/rolling the casket to the altar. Every little bloody nudge, and one of like a zillion wind-up toys go off. Bang, 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 bang. Stops, push again. Bang, 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 bang. Stop, push again. Bang, bang, bang. F it. Let's get this thing to the altar. People are turning their heads back in the pews with horrified looks on their faces. Remember, they went straight to church and did not see the wind-up toy tributes be placed in the casket. Everyone is staring at us while this banging is coming and being amplified with this metal casket. Alright, that's all I got for you today. Make sure you subscribe or die.